everybody. Welcome to another 31 Days of Wisdom, another episode of 31 Days of Wisdom. Hope you've joined us so far. We're on day 8 of this journey, a journey through the book of Proverbs. And we want to grab some wisdom that we can apply to our lives in 2014 and beyond. Anyway, thanks for joining us so far. Again, you can listen to this if you're watching this on YouTube or on our website. You can also listen to the podcast. I'm taking the audio only and placing it on our podcast. You can subscribe to it in iTunes. It is called Proclaim Ministries, the podcast. And again, I would love for you to join the conversation. So please, we'd love to hear from you. You can leave your messages on Facebook, on the Facebook page. Actually, you can actually join our Facebook group. There's a group called Connecting Faith and Life. I'm sorry, but you can find it at facebook.com/proclaim talk. That was the name of our old podcast, but now we've changed that. So if you just look in Facebook under Connecting Faith and Life, you can join the group. I'll post these in there as well. For all information, visit proclaimministry.com. You can click on the connect button, find all the ways you can connect with us, including getting this text devotion. Like I said before, I'm not doing videos for every day, or I may not do videos for every day, but I will send out a text devotion with the thought of the day. And joining us on this journey means you are agreeing to read the proverb of the day. There's 31 books in the book of 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs. There's 31 days in the month of January. So if you would agree just to read the proverb of the day and grasp and get, as Solomon so much in this book has encouraged us to get the wisdom, and read that verse of the day. You are on the journey with us. And again, I love to hear from you. So you have many ways you can leave a comment. Thankful. Why am I messing up? Anyway, I'm thankful for those of you who have left messages in the Connecting Faith and Life page, on Facebook, on our Facebook page, on Twitter, on our website. And also, here's the coolest thing you can do. You can leave a voice message on our 24-hour feedback hotline, which is 530-535-8121. That is a 24-hour voicemail and text hotline. You can leave a text there and leave a message about this. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from you guys. And I got some announcements about some new things coming out, some new podcasts, some new things. So I'll be giving information about that in the next couple of days. So today is January 8th, 2014. And today we're on Proverbs chapter 8 in our 31 Days of Wisdom, a journey through the book of Proverbs. So let's go. Here we go. 31 Days of Wisdom, Proverbs chapter 8. Oh, I'm Mr. Brown, by the way. And this proverb was very interesting to me because it reminded me of doing something I did as a kid. I started working jobs when I was 13. I had my first job at age 13 at a place called OICGM, which is a place that gave a lot of summer jobs. And my first job, actually it wasn't my first job, it was my first real job, was graffiti removal. My job was to go around town with a bunch of other boys in the summer and remove graffiti from garages. That was our job. Come to find out later, one of the guys on our crew, he was actually leaving graffiti on garages, so we'd always be employed. When I think about that, I think of getting a job. When you get a job, you need to fill out a job application. Most of us have to fill out a job application. And on that job application, they want to know several things. They want to know, what are you bringing to the table? What is your offer to come work for us? What are you bringing to the table? Why do you want this job? Why do you want to work for us? They also want to know, what's your background, education, your past jobs. And then they want to know, do you have any references? Even the people you worked with before, are they going to give you a good reference? They're going to speak highly of you. Should we hire you? Well, today's text devotion for our 31 Days of Wisdom, a journey through the book of Proverbs, says this: wisdom is looking to be employed. In other words, wisdom is looking for a job by you. Wisdom wants to be employed by you. She submitted her application. Proverbs chapter 8, hashtag 31 Days of Wisdom. What do I mean by that? I mean this, that in Proverbs 8, wisdom wants a job in your life. It wants to be applied in your life. So in chapter 8, you get this whole resume. In chapter 8, wisdom talks about, the benefits of wisdom, what wisdom can do for you, who wisdom worked for before, references. It's so much in here. So I'm just going to read through this passage. I'll make a couple statements, and this will be a shorter one. Whenever a preacher says something can be short, they're usually lying, so don't believe me. But I'm going to try to make it short. But I'm going to read through this passage. It's 36 verses. And I'm just going to pick up a few things that I got from this, because I think wisdom is wanting to be employed by you, by me, by everyone. Look at verse 1. Does not wisdom call? Does not understanding raise her voice? On the heights beside the way, and the crossroads she takes her stand. Besides the gates in front of the town, at the entrance of the portals, she cries aloud. So wisdom is out there wanting to be heard. Look at what it says in verse 4. To you, O men, I call, and my cry is to the children of men. O simple ones, learn prudence. O fools, learn sense. Hear, for I speak noble things, and from my lips comes what is right. For my mouth will utter truth. Wickedness is an abomination to my lips. So wisdom is saying, hey, I got some good stuff for you. I'm calling to you. I got some great stuff. I won't lead you in the wrong way. Look at verse 8. All my words of my mouth are righteous. There's nothing twisted or crooked in them. They are all straight to him who understands, and the right to those who find knowledge. Take my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than jewels, and all that you may desire cannot compare with her. I love this. She's kind of being boastful. Wisdom is personified as a woman. Wisdom isn't really a woman, but wisdom kind of takes on a personality of a woman and says she does this, she does that, she does this. And I love what it says here, because it says that her value is more precious than silver, and knowledge is rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than jewels, and all that you may desire cannot compare with her. I thought, really? I mean, how many of us doesn't want to be a millionaire? The show came out a long time ago, but even before the show, we all wanted to be a millionaire. We all want money. We think money will satisfy us, make us happy. But if you have all the money in the world, don't have wisdom, you have nothing. You don't know how to use the money, you will be a fool. Do you know a lot of people win the lottery end up ruining their lives because they didn't get the wisdom as they got the money. They just got the money. Just dropped in their laps, and it exposed what they were really all about. It really changed it. People say money changes. Money really just exposes more about who you already are on the inside. You just didn't have money to do it. So she's saying, I am better than all these riches. Look at verse 12. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence. I find knowledge and discernment. The fear of the Lord is hatred of evil. Pride and arrogance are the way of evil, and perverted speech I hate. I have counsel and sound wisdom. I have insight. I have strength. She's saying all the stuff she's got. Look at verse 15. She's starting to give some references. She says, by me, kings reign, and rulers decree what is just. By me, princes rule, and nobles, all who govern justly. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. Riches and honor are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, even fine gold, and my yield than choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, in the paths of justice, granting an inheritance to those who love me, and fulfilling their treasures. Verse 22. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his work. Wait, hold on. Wisdom is saying, not only do kings use me, not only have I benefited kings and I can give you a reference from them, but the Lord himself possessed me at the beginning of his work, the first of his acts of old. Ages ago, I was set up at the first before the beginning of the earth. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there was no springs abounding with water, before the mountains had been shaped, before the hills, I was brought forth. Before he had made the earth with its fields, when it was established, the heavens, I was there. When he drew the circle of the face of the deep, when he made firm the skies above, when he established the fountains of the deep, when he assigned the seas its limits, so that the waters might not transgress his commands, when he marked out the foundation of the earth, then I was beside him like a master workman. I was daily his delight, rejoicing before him always, rejoicing in the inhabited world, and delighting in the children of men. That, if anything, like if you want to get a job somewhere, let's say you worked for Steve Jobs, like you were before he passed away, you were his like right-hand man or woman. Wouldn't you put that on your resume and say, look, I work with this man. I kind of did. I was there when before Apple was Apple. I was by his side. And that's a small, minuscule comparison to wisdom saying, I was there with the Lord. When the Lord founded the earth, I was there. So in other words, God uses wisdom to create everything that's there. Wisdom is valuable. Look at verse 30. And now, O sons, here's his appeal. I'm offering you something still. I told you who I was, what I bring to the table. I gave you some references. I name dropped for you. I told you some people I worked with before. Now I'm going to give you the conclusion. And Solomon here ends it. He says this, and now, O son, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not neglect it. Blessed is the one who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting beside my door. For whoever finds me finds life and obtains favor from the Lord. But he who fails to find me injures himself. All who hate me love death. Again, wisdom wants to be employed by you. She's already filled out the application. It's right here in Proverbs chapter 8. Go ahead and hire. I think she's worthy to be hired. Apply wisdom into your life. Why? Kings have done it. Nobles, princes, and even the Lord himself has used wisdom. And now this wisdom is offered to you. Apply wisdom. Get wisdom, get understanding, get it all. Wisdom is the chief thing, as it says in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the chief thing, therefore get wisdom. And all you're getting, get understanding. You got to get some understanding. And Proverbs 8 here is talking about wisdom. Wisdom wants to be employed by you. She's already completed her application. Right here, Proverbs 8. Why don't you just hire her? Thanks again for joining us for another 31 days of wisdom, a journey through the book of Proverbs, and we'll see you next time. And remember, live for God. Live for God by connecting faith and life.